like Fortnite or even a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people come into the game and based on who they knew before they got on the game, they learn different things that you can do on the game. So before they get on the game, they get souped up like I'm gonna get all these codes so I can, you know what I'm saying, make sure my character this, and this, right? Whereas some people, they ain't even have a clue they was going into another place. You know what I'm saying? Like whether that's coming here or the next life. So they never prepare for it. So when they do get there, they show up like the motherfuckers that show up on Fortnite but they ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? They lucky they had a demo type shit. Like you there on the demo for real. Like your ass on the way back. Cause you don't really got shit. You about to die again. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the different characters we have in video games is replica of, the different things that die off of us. And the effects that we have in life, whether it's your emotional body, your etho body, your spiritual body, you know what I'm saying, your planetarian body, all these bodies are affected in certain ways. So when certain things happen, certain things die within you. But most people don't pay too much attention to that. So it's like I said, it's the equivalent of being in a motherfucking Fortnite game when, you showing up with everybody having certain capabilities, if not any capabilities, because, you get basic capabilities, you can move around. But I was watching a video here recently, and they was talking about how, like, technically, all of this is just space. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't prove that we doing none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just believe, so therefore it is type shit. So, even me touching you, there are certain things within you that repels me from touching you. So technically, I never touching you. That's crazy. And most cells is space. So if we made up a cluster of cells, I'm never really. Oh, we had to wait till we pull up. Oh, this where we stopping.
They're not cars in front of her no more, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
They really tell you not to do this. To let your kids out back here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. I done did it my damn self. But
Or if you do, let them out. They walk up and you pull off. You can't
right,
sit there like that.
right. Oh, city.
They all on that side so that they can just get out that door.
Mm-hmm.
Momo, unlock it. Take your seatbelt off.
Go, you baby. I got it. Watch out for this drain. Right up. Watch when you step out. It's a drain. I'm gonna pick you up. Put your little skirt down. Skirt down. Give me a hug. Love you.
Bye bye, Sadie.
Love you, mama. Do something nice for somebody today. Love you, baby. She say bye. Say see you later. But I just really feel like this shit it's an opportunity for one to get some shit right, as well as figure out some things in this life. Like I think a lot of us forgot that we agreed to play this game at one point in time.
We forgot, and we also forgot that when we came here, the game was going to be played however way we wanted to play it.
That too. And as well, like, we don't appreciate the things that our relatives left for us. Like, these are so-called, we born with codes already. You know what I'm saying? We got all the motherfuckers, but we don't tap into the code. Because we know what was bestowed on us. Bro, what? That shit crazy. We do gotta figure out this code, dude. In order to be able to appreciate the things that's been bestowed upon us, we're gonna have to figure out this code. I mean, not in order to appreciate, we're gonna have to figure out this code. But in order to figure out this code, we first must appreciate ourselves. And shoot, it's probably just like, you know, the interchangeability of a lot of different things, you know. Some of us might grow to appreciate it through figuring out the codes. And some of us may learn to appreciate and then figure out the codes. Either way, you know, the two go hand in hand. And in this life that we in this game that we playing, I just want y'all to recognize it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. Let's not get so caught up in what's actually happening to you and me that we forget that this is an opportunity and we don't actually make a move. It's an opportunity to
It's some water called Karma too, but it's a
further.
probiotic.
It's a what?
Some water called probiotic. I mean, some water called Karma, but it's a probiotic.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool right there. So they're using that name. I wouldn't dare let her get in front of me. Wait. And she got the nerve to be shaking her head at somebody. Like, this nigga doing 12, man. Well, let me not get caught up in that, because I already know this game. I don't do it no good. Be worried about that shit. Motherfuckers gonna do what they gonna do, but I tell you what, gotta pay attention. The motherfuckers moving at that type of speed, to never let that type of motherfucker in front of you if you trying to go somewhere.
I mean, I didn't know she was turning. I didn't know she was gonna. You can't turn at 45.
No, I didn't say you could have fixed it that time. I said we know going forward. You see somebody moving a little slow. If I'm trying to go somewhere fast, I ain't letting you get in front of me like that. So, because I know how that shit make me feel when I get behind your slow ass. You don't give a fuck.
I mean, I feel like to go around people because you can't force me to drive at your speed. I can just break these
Look at him.
and go around.
He got all that hair. He done ran away or something. I mean, you can still go around people and be civilized. It's a way to do anything. Some motherfuckers try to be showing out, try to make sure somebody feel their presence, and then that shit just look weird. It's like this nigga just went around her ass on the creek. Like, you really want to do something, you go make some shit, shake. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be at the expense of another person or, yeah, you see what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I'm doing this because this is what I need to do for me. I know if I move out of hate, it's only gonna hurt my shit. Whereas I used to tell people, I ain't gotta hate nobody to love myself. So you ain't gotta be worried about nobody else in order to keep doing what's best for you. That shit don't have nothing to do with nobody else. If anything, nigga, you just a catalyst to remind me to continue to do for myself and stop worrying about motherfuckers because they ain't worrying about me. And furthermore, if I'm trying to change that pattern that people in, then I gotta be the difference. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the same shit as everybody else and then complain at the same time. That's idiocracy to me. And I know niggas been hearing me say that shit a lot, but to me, the way I'm using idiocracy is when you do shit that don't make no sense at all and it's towards your detriment. So in essence, I'm using idiocracy as the disease version. Like, seriously, my girl. I'm using idiocracy as the disease version of of the mental. But, like I said, one time we gotta pay attention to these low vibrations that's coming to us by way of other people. It appears like just a normal person driving down the street, but in actuality, it's a low vibration that's trying to infect you and me. So when a nigga think about that shit, it's like a nigga can still address it however the fuck you feel like addressing it. But keep in mind, you could incur an infection and spread that motherfucking shit based on how you respond to a motherfucker. I don't know. I ain't never got that shit. Never. I ain't never got that shit. And that's why I be trying to figure out why motherfuckers keep on wanting to play this idiocracy game of male and female. Like, stop that shit. Niggas do the same shit as women. Just so happen in this environment that we in, because the motherfuckers that's dominating the society or that's empowering society, shit, it's a male-dominated society. So if you want to survive, you might as well get with you a male and, you know what I'm saying, push him forward or work with him, period. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to come a point where you're going to have to encounter another male out here, and if you're not protected, then, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to either create a dynamic between you and that nigga where you're going to have to probably have intercourse with this motherfucker or act like it, to the point that he leave you alone. So I never understood how shit women be doing shit, and then if they see a nigga doing that shit, it's like, what the fuck? Like, my nigga. And I feel like it's only because we see each other as simple. So when you see a nigga doing some shit, it's like, that ain't the same reason why I'm doing it, so what the fuck? And even if it is the same reason why you doing it, you like, shit, don't be doing that shit in front of me. But nigga, what you be doing when I ain't around? And that's the shit that killed me. For a person to say, don't do it in front of me, it lets me know what you doing when I'm not around.
But what about when y'all both peep the person together? Y'all both see her shape. We both seen her, so we both looked at her. Okay, we look.
That's different.
Then you look
That's
again.
a whole
I
nother...
look at you and you still looking.
That's what?
That's what it was. I didn't have no problem with you looking because I noticed the girl too. She looked good.
You don't got no... I ain't worried about you having a problem with nothing because, quite frankly, you can't control my eyes and what I decide to look at.
But you mentioned it. That's why I'm asking you. What's the?
I'm not asking nothing. I'm stating how humans be getting in their feelings about shit that ain't worth getting in their feelings about. If you would look at something, I'm just like any other human being. I'ma look at some shit. And the reason why I'm gonna look at it is gonna be different. So again, for a person to judge me based on why they would be looking at something lets me know something about you. Just like I said about people joking and all of that shit. Like, nigga, your jokes are a reflection of you. The way that you view what somebody else do is a reflection of you. So as much as people want to get mad at people in traffic for taking their time and shit, when you find yourself in that position, then what? It's probably a reflection of you. So it don't do no nigga no good sitting around trying to ridicule or waste their time about the next nigga. And truth be told, all of this shit is a reflection of you. That shit might come to you by way. Hold your head up, baby. Look up at the ceiling. Keep your head up. It might come to you by way of a person in a car or a conversation, but truth be told, it's really all vibration. And if that low vibration gotta use somebody else to get to you, guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna do that. And if you got everything insulated in your house to where your family members can't get up under your skin, as soon as you get outside, it's going down. It's gonna be a total stranger. You know what I'm saying? Gonna do some little things to touch your pet peeve. But we gotta remember, as sure as somebody, you know, touches a pet peeve of ours, we got an opportunity to learn patience, to learn resilience, to learn perseverance, to learn to get past certain things that have been. That's what I'm saying. Like we gotta stop being so impatient with each other.
I just
Not
want
to
to get
say
rid of
you
somebody.
are right now, but it comes off that way. That's why I was talking about that whole Fortnite shit. Cause I'm like, if a nigga start looking at it different, certain shit won't keep on reoccurring. Cause we'll look at it like shit. Even when a nigga touch your pet peeve, you be like, shit, this an opportunity for me to work on that shit as well. Figure out where the hell that shit came from. Like, where did this trigger come from? Quite frankly, get to a point where it's like can't nobody trigger you because it's your life. Like you said, shit, this shit gonna unfold how you feel like it should. And if you keep on letting other motherfuckers into your mind, that's time you could have spent, you know what I'm saying, envisioning some shit. Like I'm even starting to feel like that about this music and shit. Like I don't want to keep. I think gotta yield to your right. He gave you to go, but I don't want to keep on what's the word? I don't want to keep on writing things that replicate what I've been seeing. I want to write about shit that's possibilities, shit, and at the same time, it creates some possibilities, imply some different possibilities. Like that song Momo listened to the other day, it reminded me of that one song, but he did it in reverse. Like he wished the motherfucker well, but he really didn't mean the shit. You know what I'm talking about? That elaborate song. I think it's his name. I think it's Jealous. I think that's the song called. But he was like, I wish you the best. But at the same time, the shit that he was saying, it was like, damn, I really didn't want you to be happy without me, type of shit. That's what he was saying in so many words. Like, damn, I didn't think you was really gonna be happy without me. Yeah, so one more way right here. I'm just tired of letting this shit get to a nigga, bro. When this shit, like I said, this shit an opportunity. This is really an opportunity for us. And as much time we give to other people, thinking what the fuck they want us to think about, that shit create a whole nother little world for us. And I feel like when we jacking off, we be making different worlds and shit.
You talking
No,
about
that's gonna
jacking
get
off
your attention.
masturbation?
Yup. No, that's gonna get your attention.
You got my attention because it's weird that we can say jacking off, but we can't say
Can't say what? Masturbation? I don't like the word.
how this.
Bruh, I didn't say we couldn't. It's, you gotta learn the power of influence, dude. Until then, leave me alone about it. Cause that shit deep. But the only reason why I brought that shit up cause I was watching some shit earlier where they alluded to it and I had already been thinking, like, man, what the hell? Hold on. If when I do this in a woman, it create a baby, which is a world into itself, you feel me? Because it got its own thinking processes, views of the world. So technically it's a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying? And Because the world is how we view it. So each person has his own world, for real. And not to mention what exists within them. So when I think about that shit, I'm like, hold on, when I check out what's going on then? Like, what is that? You feel me? Other than the environment to create a world. Or the juices to create a world. So what stops it from creating one?
You can masturbate and use sexual energy, harness sexual
That's what I'm saying, for different things. And that's why I say shit, that shit create a world when we do that shit.
I forgot which guy
I thought he supposed to wait till she ain't in the thing no more. I thought y'all supposed to wait till she ain't in the thing.
That's a kid, yeah.
You talk about for the safety of the safety patrol, though.
Oh, no. Because she's not supposed to be crossing no adult. She's a school crossing guard.
What's that? You would have had me fucked up. Talking about you ain't supposed to be crossing no adults.
She's not. That's not what she get paid to do. She get paid to cross students, to make sure kids cross the street safe.
She get paid to be a crossing guard. I guarantee you, if you look up they motherfucking job description, it might not say your ass just out here for adults. But should any adults interfere with this traffic, you gotta address the situation. And as far as she's considered, she's like, shit, it's gonna take forever for this lady to cross. So let me make this happen. That's part of her duty, keeping traffic in order, as well as looking out for the public. Cause that's why she there. To interact with the cars, to be the first person to interact with these cars versus just a regular person. So I get it. On the face of it, it's like, yeah, nigga, your job only to let little kids across the street, but you be put in that situation, what you gonna do? You gonna leave that little lady on the corner, knowing she can't barely walk?
I mean, she wasn't holding her hand. She ain't help her out not one bit.
Yeah, shit, I said, you gonna leave her on the...
Yeah, I would. If I was hired as a cross guard, I would have let that lady cross the street on her own, yes.
And to me, that would have been ill-decided. Because it's like, come on, bro.
I can't put my safety on the line to cross an adult when I'm out here to protect children. No, I cannot. That's not an ill decision.
Yeah, it is. Because you put your safety on the line regardless.
Crossing guards, sweetheart, their job description specifically says protection of the children crossing the streets.
Don't do that, bro. People always try to be nice when they try to get you to shut the fuck up.
I'm not trying to be nice.
I'm saying, you said school, crossing guard, street guard. I'm like, look, bro, I just addressed that. Like, okay, her job description might say...
It would probably not say, but it's in her duty to protect everybody crossing the street to prevent the traffic from doing that. That's not her duty, sweetheart. I tried to stay quiet, but I couldn't.
I did not say it like that. That's not her duty.
If you look up school crossing guard, her job is to cross children safely across the street, protect your children when they're crossing the street. It is not to cross no adults. She is not supposed to put her life onto the line. That's why if you see a lot of crossing guards, they are back on the poles.
So when you gonna start working for the government? Because I simply said, I didn't say by the letter of her job.
Decision on my part, and it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would have.
My job, and I'm not gonna put my life on the line when I'm out here to protect people's children from no adults.
Okay, again, you keep on sounding like them police officers that keep on saying, I was doing my job. I was doing my job. I get it.
It'd be different.
Can I finish? Like I let you finish. Then I'm gonna keep on going. So again, when it comes to this, I'm just doing my job. Humans will write off doing the wrong fucking thing for I'm doing my job. Like I told you earlier, I'm pretty sure it's not in your job description to do that. But if you're making a decision, I would rather you let the lady across the street because that makes more sense. It's affecting the traffic.
It's a walk symbol. The lady has the right of way regardless. We have to wait on her to cross. Because if we hit that woman while that walk symbol up, she can sue the fuck out of us.
Mm-hmm.
So
and people do it all the time. So on her measure of judgment, she felt like, you know what? I wouldn't want nothing to happen to me. I wouldn't want nobody to do this to my grandmama. And I see people get hit. I see kids get hit. I'm pretty sure she done seen that shit. She probably almost got hit her damn self. As much as I done been up here in Cleveland, it's the hit and run spot. Come on, dude. Let's not do that. So when somebody make a decision that's Okay, might not be in a job description, but since I'm out here doing my job and I see a decision need to be made, I don't think that's a bad fucking decision.
No, it wasn't a bad decision on her part. I just wouldn't have made the decision, and me or the car behind me didn't have to wait on her to get out of the crosswalk. If it was children, yes, by law, we had to wait on them to get out of the crosswalk. But it was no
Again, you keep on telling me this based on rules. Like I said, the police officers sit here and tell you the same thing. I was doing my job based on the rules allotted to their job. So people will excuse doing wrong. I'm talking about integrity. I'm not talking about what your job is. I already said that's not her job. I already said that. I conceded that to you.
We turn on anybody else when they halfway across the street.
Okay, like I said, integrity-wise. So I guess integrity-wise, that shit don't bother you. But it wouldn't bother you if nobody ever brought it to your attention. So I brought it to your attention. Now the uncomfortability of this is gonna make it stick even further. But like I said, I just meant to bring it to your motherfucker. I hope you do. Not. Because it's retarded to stand on shit that don't make no fucking sense towards your integrity. Yes, you're going to have the greatest job report. But nigga, over time, guess what? Cancer is the motherfucking answer to the liar. Not the motherfucker who sit here and just boldface be lying all the time. I'm talking about the motherfucker who live in a lie. Who think, as long as I'm doing my job, I did what I was supposed to do in every fucking situation. When your job is to be a human being first. That's your first job. And in being a human being, there are certain things that you take into account. Like this lady is old as fuck. And these people rushing to get to work. I have the position to be able to make sure she's safe. Why not? Integrity-wise.
And that was a great decision for that woman to make.
And why not? The people that in their car take a few seconds. Let this lady get the fuck across the street before you cross into the crosswalk.
We definitely did. She was all the way over there. Only people
I didn't say whether you did or didn't. I asked that question. I said, ain't y'all supposed to? When I said earlier, ain't y'all supposed to do X, Y, Z until she's out of the crosswalk? Y'all was in there before she was out of the crosswalk.
Yeah, because she wasn't in no danger from us. So now I have the right of way. Once you're out of my line of I can harm you in any way, yes, I can go. You're not a child, so yes, I can go. Now, if it was somebody's baby, I'm stopping all the way. I'm letting the baby get on the
nigga.
floor.
Old people and kids the same fucking way, bro.
Irrational
and truth
movements
be told,
and
truth be told, we need to be like that with everybody else too. Like that shit is retarded to me. That's why people keep getting hit, because motherfuckers trying to time some shit, or motherfuckers don't got time for some shit. Like your car and your job is way more important. Okay, like your car and your job is way more important than somebody else's fucking life, and it ain't. And it's the little small shit like, oh, person is doing X, Y, Z. Oh, we all need to stop. This motherfucker was here before us. Like you know, you see them old men that don't let you forget. You know, I built this, I built this. How you know this motherfucker ain't had nothing to do with your beginnings? And even if she didn't, she had something to do with somebody else's beginnings. It's all about appreciation. If we could reverberate that shit, it'd be hard as fuck to be talking about some hidden runs.
Talk about a lot of crime in the world.
Okay, so you gotta start somewhere. Point out the little small nuances. Like this is where it started at, my nigga. When you fed into this one little bit of thing, now you don't give a fuck about the big things. Like somebody's life. That shit is crazy to me. Like how people don't give a fuck about other people's life because they think their job's so important. Like I said your first job, but nigga, your first priority is your life. Living is not a fucking job. Your job only provides for you to be just over broke. So unless you value yourself that least, you know what I'm saying, that little, to the point that's why you don't care about throwing away nobody else's life, that's what it is. So as much as niggas be trying to act like they so important, they life so important, you don't even value yourself enough to tell them bitches kiss your ass. If you late, nigga, you can go get another job because you know your value.
You see what I do?
I'm just saying, I ain't talking this because I don't want to personalize it because it's more that could be said. And you will constantly be feeling like you got to defend yourself rather than us noticing the realities and moving forward. That goal. Match your fucking face, damn nigga. Boy, life is just one of those things. It's a fucking opportunity, bro. And I don't feel like we got the right to take away other people's opportunity just because we careless and we rushing to do some shit. You like, shit, I gotta be at work. Man, fuck them people. They don't give a fuck about you. They damn sure don't give a fuck about you risking your life to get there. And they're gonna be like, what? He almost died trying to get to work. And then you ain't here to do nothing. And that's all the fuck they value you for at that point anyway. But most people gonna be like, nah, you shouldn't have did that. Like, damn, it wasn't worth your life. But don't mean they not gonna appreciate you, but they gonna wonder why didn't nobody teach this motherfucker to value their life more than this shit. Yeah, that got a dude from yesterday again.
He wouldn't work here. You gotta keep coming to the title bill for something. That's what that is. It's the title, the administrative building too, but the title bureau is in there, and that's what he had in his hand yesterday, title papers.
That's probably what it is.
That is the same exact name.
I got pointing out shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. Cause I just realized you be putting so much sauce on shit, you be trying to throw me off. You be trying to throw me off. Cause here it is, I'm sitting over here chopping shit with you, and then Lil Shawty Gold come up. And I'm like, nigga. And then here it is, I just said something. You'd have been like, dude up. We gotta work on your encouragement.
Definitely said something.
No, I'm saying if I would have said, like, all right, let's make that move on that. You'd have been like, get out. But we got to work on each other's, what they call that, handoff or assisting skills. Because I'm the type of nigga, I'll tell you what to say as you moving. Like, hey, bro, say this. You don't got to say it. But if you don't got shit to say, because I would look at it like this. You don't got shit to say, as long as you know how to start a conversation or just start a conversation, it'll go from there. You feel me? Then by way, you just got to mention what the fuck you want.
Hello.
Just another day
Oh my
in
God,
the
I'm sitting
neighborhood.
outside. Okay.
What's
All
up,
right,
melanated?
Okay. She talk about don't come in, we overstaffed. That's what she just told me.
Who?
My manager.
Damn. Wasting our time.
I'm happy I ain't walking in that motherfucker.
No, I'm happy your ass, like, all this shit played out like it did, because I just told your ass. Stop rushing. Stop stressing. We get all the way.
It was personalized towards me.
We get all the way here. No, I mean, nigga, if it apply, like, come on, I'm not just talking to my damn self.
This is what I'm about to get next time.
This is what I'm talking about. See, this nigga ain't paying no attention. You got the motherfucking message. It's moo moo.
I can say Momo.
But you got the message this morning.
I ain't got nothing to do today.
Yeah, you do. That's sad. Can we get to the house at least?
I was ready for work this morning.
What, you trying to bust up on your brother or something? What you doing? You just sitting. You don't know what the fuck to do with your life. That's a damn shame. That's what I'm talking about. See, now you see how easy it is for a nigga to throw some shit away.
And I was trying to see if she sent it to Shay home. But she was off yesterday, so she probably didn't send her home.
Nigga, you still can go in that motherfucker.
What?
Well, you dope. Niggas be talking good
I'll get her
game.
number tomorrow.
Niggas be talking good game.
I gave her my number though. I don't know why she didn't call me.
Oh, you did? That's because you ain't press your line, bro.
That's
Because this my
when I
thing.
gave it to her, she was on the Wi-Fi and she just tried to call me. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think the number.
She tried to call you at that time. All right, well, shit, you pressed your
We
line.
was walking out the building. You know how when you be walking off of Wi-Fi on iPhones and your calls and shit don't be making
You
like.
steady much trying to express to me she actually tried to call.
how to go on mute.
I got that already. I said that's good.
Okay,
You
my
pressed your
bad.
line. You got her to call you. Yeah, I don't doubt you like that, my nigga. I mean, it is what it is. If a nigga gonna lie about some shit, it's all new. But I don't think you lying. What I was trying to tell your ass was shit. Sometimes you just gotta throw your line out there, let a motherfucker know what you want. And shit, if they own it, they own it. They ain't. Fuck it. It is what it is. But you won't waste your time. That'd be my thing. Cause I used to tell my homeboy that shit. He used to be like, man, I used to be like, bro, how the fuck? Cause like when I found out that this nigga, had a different lifestyle or whatever, I was like, bro, how you be coming on the dudes? Cause like, remember I told you I had an issue with a dude hitting on me and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck did I do to make this nigga feel like it's okay? You know what I'm saying? But that's because I didn't understand the vibrations. You feel me? But as time went on, I'm still learning a lot about even heterosexual communications. You feel me? So I ain't gonna sit there and act like I know everything, but I asked him, he was like, well, so for the most part, I just be around people and I pay attention. What you pointing out? You said homeless people fighting. Remember I told you, when you lose value, it ain't hard to find some shit to fight about.
Like he pushed him, he flew.
Who flew? The dude in the orange?
Yeah. That crazy hair, you seen his hair?
I see both of they hair.
Both of his hair, but his hair.
I don't know what kind of hair they was going on. I think I figured out what we supposed to be out here, cause boy, seen some women this morning. I ain't seen no little girls. I used to be seeing some girls. And that's another reason we gotta start. What's today? We could probably go to the museum today, or do a course. You got that? Damn, I gotta get another ID. I do got some shit I need to do today. What do I need to do today? I need to call the IRS. Some more shit. I wrote my shit down, though. Man, y'all make sure y'all drop a like, because they trying to ban the positive man for the shit they don't understand. And y'all know we gonna talk about. Y'all know what we gonna talk about, because it's motherfucker child over here. So we gotta talk about these so-called requirements of black women to have black men's babies. The last time I checked, I'm required to protect the black woman. You feel me? Man, y'all gonna miss me with this talking about these other niggas. Miss me with that shit. I got homeboys in the grave for protecting women. You feel me? And all this talking about niggas having black on black crime and shit. Y'all don't really want to talk about that shit. Y'all don't really want to talk about who these niggas be fighting over. Can I see your charger? Who these niggas be fighting over and who perpetuate that shit. Thank you. Not to mention the history of these so-called fratricidal wars. So far as we know, it's in these brothers' DNA to do what they doing. The problem is how their war tactics have been repurposed against our own. You feel me? And they have been repurposed against the brothers that are meant to reproduce out here. You got some brothers out here, they the so-called the lovers. And you got some brothers out here, they warriors. So here it is, they got the warriors posed to kill the lovers. And the lovers posed to kill the warriors. So, as much as you want to play this game like niggas just out here killing each other just because, and then we're not even going to talk about the warriors killing each other over the women. Like, it's so, like, we cannot step back and say, oh, it's just the men. Oh, it's just the women. Like, and when I'm a nigga who been going to bat for my women, talking about, no, it ain't just the women, it ain't just this, it ain't just that. It's a community problem. It's a societal issue. And if we not going to address society in which the people get the pictures or the depictions on how to even act this way, then what are you talking about? Other than you just going to display your hate for the opposite sex. And as far as I'm concerned, we borderline gay at this point with that shit. Nothing against gay people, because at least gay people stand on their side with that shit. This how I feel. I like the same sex. But here it is, y'all over here talking so much shit about the opposite sex as though the same sex that you're in don't have issues to address, when truth be told, we better off addressing our own issues within our own section. So here it is. If men was to address other men, then we would have some accountability to the point men wouldn't romanticize what being a man is to the point we overly love each other and don't have no love for our women. Fuck out of here. You don't want to talk about that shit, do you? You don't want to talk about that shit, so stop talking about it. Stop talking about how niggas ain't shit when these same niggas who you talking about ain't shit is the niggas you laying with. And you ain't gonna say shit to him other than when you get frustrated or when he ain't trying to fuck. Cause you using him for what? What he good for. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's not act like life don't have a way of addressing certain problems. So when people get dealt with, all I'm saying is, why y'all over there supporting the side y'all say you don't want to win? You laying down and supporting, giving all the money, giving all the welfare checks to the nigga that'll knock you upside your head, and the nigga that'll take care of your kid that ain't his kid. Shit, you get this nigga hell. You want to show him what little Rico or Ray Ray taught your ass. No disrespect to Rico or Ray Ray, cause them my niggas. Or you want to teach them what Lamont or Brian taught your ass when he used to beat your ass. Now you want to try to beat on his ass. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. Go get some motherfucking help. And maybe you might just need the help of spending some time with your motherfucking self. And every time you think about putting your hands on somebody else, smack your motherfucking self. See, don't you stop thinking about putting your hands on somebody. Try that shit for a taste. Smack your motherfucking self. The next time you think about putting your hands on somebody, and see, don't you start thinking of different ways to address your problems. I bet you start talking to yourself after a while with some sense on top of that. Because some of y'all don't talk to y'allself with no sense, and that's why when y'all open y'all mouth, y'all want to talk crazy to everybody else. Let's talk about that shit. Let's talk about how the slaves used to joke on each other, seemingly, but they was really talking about the slave owner. Now, over time, niggas can't wait to sit around and talk shit about each other. But forgetting, shit, truth be told, why you talking shit about me? You ain't talking shit about me. You talking about the slave owner that I'm choosing to follow. It is. Yeah, you said a belief is what?
A belief is just a thought, and a thought can always be changed.
Exactly.
A belief is a thought that you've been believing for so long. A thought that's been put into your head, and now you believe it. It's what you believe. But you can just simply change it. I don't really agree with that. I don't really believe in that.
And you gotta keep telling yourself that shit. Until it changes.
Yeah, and all it really takes is 21 habitual days to change a thought pattern, to change your mindset.
Make sure y'all smash that like button. You know they trying to ban the positive man and woman. But yeah, we up talking about this motherfucker child shit and how, you know, at the end of the day, it do us no good to sit around and just keep blaming each other, because the blaming of each other ain't the solution. And a lot of times we forget where a lot of these things that we do out of ignorance spawn from. Like I said, you know, the whole talking shit about each other, that shit spawn from, you know, slaves not being able to talk shit to master, so they'll sit there and talk shit to each other in front of master. And that shit became entertainment for master. And now here it is, we entertain ourselves by sitting around talking shit about each other. Come the fuck on, bro. Come the fuck on. And if you not gonna self-check yourself on these intrusive ass thoughts that keep coming into our head that make us think, oh, this is what I want to be doing with my life. This what I'm supposed to be doing. And you got so many of us, you know, because I'm only able to draw this stuff out because these are the hang-ups I was caught up on. You know, we get so caught up on doing shit just because we seen the next person do it, and we be like, well, shoot, I tried it. And like you said with the belief, but you go into it believing that it ain't gonna work for you. You feel me? But you want to sit there and say, oh, well, I'm going to just do it so can't nobody say I didn't try. And that's why I don't like that term, try. I used to say that shit all the time. Nah, ain't no trying.
You gotta take the word try out and just do.
I'm doing it. And in your lack of confidence in what you capable of doing is why you feel like you're trying. You leaving it up to somebody else to say you doing it. But like you said with the belief, though.
Yeah, because
we ain't really doing nothing, but it's what you believe.
You feel like I can climb that tree. They be like, but damn, I ain't never climbed a tree before.
You feel me?
I don't think I can climb that tree for real. But you already had the thought that you could climb the tree, so why don't you just act on that thought?
Yeah. And I remember being that kid that used to just act on that thought. And it was so much shit that I could, bruh. It wasn't nothing I couldn't do. I still feel that way. It ain't nothing I can't do. I just gotta want to do it better now.
Because it's really not nothing that we can't do, especially as black people.
And for me to want to do it better enough mean I believe that I can. You feel me? Fuck you talking about? You want to do something you don't believe you can do. Like, even if a person say they want to fly, they believe they can fly. It's a possibility. Until they see differently, they ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna better change that desire. Bro, quit playing with me. It's alright. You gonna keep on asking for shit and keep getting that shit, and then life gonna not send you shit. But I done seen like 4, 5 today.
That you was interested in it, just because you said.
Well, and I mean, bro, we gonna talk about that interested shit because y'all women be playing too much. Cause y'all be interested in telling me the ugly ass niggas. But then, this because of the self-hate that done been programming us, we don't got no patience for the motherfuckers that's more like us. Which for y'all would be the women.
I can deal with a funny looking girl, but I gotta like her though.
Okay, well guess what?
Looking that I like.
If you sitting over there saying you can deal with it.
I'm funny looking to some girls, and I know they all ain't gonna like me.
Exactly. So let's get past the bullshit. That's a game. That's a game right there. That
Be sexually attracted to you.
are you done?
No.
Cause you just jumped straight to sex.
The attraction that I see.
No, I'm just saying if a nigga do that shit, y'all.
No, I don't
Fuck.
be like, no,
I
don't.
said y'all.
I'm not
So unless you
y'all.
checking your homegirls
I
about
do check
being
my
on that shit,
homegirls.
and you can't though, cause you can't tell them how to protect their ovaries.
I can't.
I mean, not to
still
protect their
stated.
ovaries. You can't tell them not to protect their ovaries. They
But-
gut feeling might be telling them this nigga ain't it.
Or this bitch ain't it, whatever.
But
it is,
also,
girl ain't it.
what about this manipulation game that done been played on you niggas? So when you be telling me this ain't it, as a man, I can't always be like, nah, she right. I gotta be like, hold on, let me weigh this shit out. Because it could be a possibility this might be one of her hang-ups or something that she felt like is a trigger to the point she don't want to deal with it because it's gonna push her. And as far as I'm concerned, we all supposed to push each other. So if it's something that's gonna push you, hell yeah, I'm supposed to be like, nah. Because a lot of times niggas will keep on self-sabotaging. Keep saying, I want this. Then come time to do the shit, they got every excuse why not to. And that's why I'm saying that whole preference and how we judge people, prejudge motherfuckers before we get a chance to know them, like that shit, that's bullshit. That's game. That's game. Because if that's the case, I wouldn't date nothing outside of a Kardashian looking motherfucker or some shit like that, because that's the program. I'm just saying, these whole standards, like, she look like this, that's my type. Like, my nigga, I gotta get to know you to know if you my type. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest baby or whatever y'all think ain't cute, she could be my type. I'm telling you, if I have a conversation with her motherfucking ass and she talking that shit, I don't give a fuck what y'all think she look like.
I believe you.
I know you do. Shit. Because motherfuckers got shit to say about you, Lily, and anybody else I done been with, nigga. But I don't care. I'm not with them motherfuckers for y'all.
I know I got the juice.
Shit, niggas done called me ugly.
Like my dad.
Niggas done called me ugly
my
only
daddy
for them to
child.
turn around and realize I'm not. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm bringing that shit up to say it's not about ugly or cute. That's a fucking game that been played on you called self-hate. That shit ain't no such thing. Like, if you can't appreciate somebody else, you don't appreciate your motherfucking self. That's what that shit boiled down to. That's what the fuck that shit boiled down to. So, I don't got time. When I'm building an empire, a tribe, I don't got time to be trying to weed motherfuckers out on some bullshit that we don't even weigh these crackers on. And if we do, we still fuck with them. So let's fuck with our niggas then. Let's fuck with them until we can't fuck with them no more. Hey, who ready to go on a walk this morning? Y'all make sure y'all drop a comment so I know off anything. Off anything. But yeah, we just chopping up the boat. talking about how we gotta mess with our folk. You know how that go. You know how that go. They'll give us every excuse
Why would I know that?
to not mess with our people. But we'll have every excuse not to mess with other people and still do it. So, as far as I'm concerned, I vouch for mine. And if you go the right way with that shit, they ain't gonna turn on you. They not gonna turn on you. Stop writing yourself off. You won't write nobody else off. And if y'all can't get that right, can't nobody help y'all. Nobody.
I don't know.
We gonna encourage each other. But we gotta change our own minds in order to believe the right things. To believe, like, they got us so messed up out here, we don't even want to believe nothing no more. But belief is powerful. Belief is very powerful. Belief will definitely change your whole outlook and change the way, the direction your life is going. You know, the things that we go through is only because we believe we should. Shout out to my bro, Better Future. Make sure y'all hit that like button. So just, realize when you getting in your car today and you on your way to go do something and somebody cut you off or you get a phone call, something happened to lower your vibration to where you frustrated, upset, anything that's below the belt vibration other than love, enjoyment of life. Recognize that these vibrations have a way of coming to give us an opportunity, for one, to go down into the depths of ourselves and learn why, we doing the shadow work at this point when we go into the dark, you feel me? To learn why we triggered this way. And to find out if this is something we comfortable in doing. I can't tell y'all what y'all comfortable in doing, but I would tell you this. I wouldn't be too comfortable getting hot-tempered every time something happens. Like, how do you have any control or say-so of your own life if anything and everything somebody do triggers you? You feel me? Like, come on now. In order to, cross over when you're trying to learn how to dribble, just a simple example, when you learn how to dribble a basketball, in order to learn how to cross over properly, you must first learn the basics. You feel me? You must first learn the basics. Otherwise, if you learn how to cross over before you learn the basics, then it's going to be hard for a nigga to suggest to you to get the basics. And people would beat you off basics every time. Every time. So it's in your best interest to start with the basics. And these are the basics. Learning self-control. Learning self-control. You feel me? I'm encouraging my people to self-discipline. To be self-sustained. You feel me? To be self-disciplined. And to be self-sustained. And we got the energy. We got the motion in order to keep on growing. Keep on doing what we need to do. But we just got to realize we got to start hoping for better. We got to start believing in better. Like, I was just thinking, listening to my daughter the other day, I got to start making music that reciprocates or replicates the life that I want to see. Too often, we make music based on what we've been seeing and what we've been experiencing. So then, therefore, we get more of the same. I'm finna knock this fuck up. Therefore, we get more of the same. So it's to the point you can't even really just complain at that point. Because you getting what you asking for. You feel me? You getting what you think you deserve and what you believe in. With it, hey. You getting what you asking for. So, for my family who don't know, you know what I'm talking about, we back off in that retro. Great, you know what I'm talking about? Back off in that thing. So, it's a perfect time to do what we talking about. Evaluate some things, assess situations that keep on reoccurring, and, assess the mentality. when a lot of us come into this thing, we come in with capabilities, because we fully aware and we appreciate where we starting off at in this existence. Whereas some of us don't even know what to expect or have a clue in which direction that we going in, to the point we can't even self-direct. We don't have the wherewithal to suggest that, this is what I believe I should have in life. Some of us have been tricked into believing that, we should accept whatever life throws at us and just be glad. I'm not telling people not to appreciate what you have, because it's the appreciation of what you have that'll let you know that there's other things out here, as well as, life will make a way for the things that appreciate the ways that are being made. Like, no different than us. We are a part of this life. We're only a byproduct of this life. So therefore, the things that make us aware, the things that make us excited about helping other people, it's the same way with life. Life loves to give things to motherfuckers who appreciate that shit. Same thing with you. You don't like doing nothing for nobody who don't appreciate nothing. So, guess what? We gotta show our appreciation to life by the way that we move in life. The things that we believe is possible. If we have an abundance mind frame, then guess what? We're always pulling from abundance. Just like if you have a refrigerator full of food. You feel me? The abundance mind frame is the refrigerator full of food. One's ability to prepare to have is based on their belief that they should have. Come on. And if you don't see fit to help others, then why should life help you? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking to do what I gotta do so I can be of help to others. I'm looking to be myself in the fullness so I can be of help to others, not be so caught up in the woes of life that I can't appreciate the fact that I still got goals in life. I still got hope. I still believe. You feel me? More than anything, I still believe. Nature still provides, and I'm learning daily. More and more plants that are around me. I'm learning daily. More and more resources that are around us, to the point, fam, we really do live in abundance. We really do live in abundance. We really do. And as much as, people keep trying to frustrate you, people keep trying to get on your nerves, man, y'all better treat that shit like them robbers. Cause them people trying to steal mental space out your head, trying to steal your joy. And at the same time, look at it like an opportunity. Remember the conversations we had where it's like, a lot of times certain things come around for you to appreciate the fact that you don't do that shit no more. Remember when you used to feed in there every time somebody said something to you? Aren't you glad you don't do that shit no more? And if you do feed into it, then won't you be glad if you could live a day without being frustrated just because somebody else got some shit going on, or somebody else said some out the way shit to you? That'd be bad. That'd be a great day, huh? Would it be bad or good? I know for me it'd be good to not be able to let people steal my peace of mind. I notice all the shit that's going on, but I know how to find my peace of mind. See, for a lot of us, we never had those experiences in life or the time to really figure out the different things that are relaxing to us. So let's think of some things that we can suggest to the people. I know the first thing that come to mind, I was planning on doing some camping pretty soon. Because, for one, weather about to break all the way down. You feel me? To the winter. About to go and reinvent ourselves phase, you feel me? Why she get hidden for? I don't think melanated God is meant to do that. I gotta figure out, I don't know how to undo that type of stuff, so I would have to do that. But we definitely going into a phase where, it went the other way. Appreciate it, Miss Whitty. I'll figure it out. I'll fix that. Dang, Whitty be on it. That's my God. Yeah, we definitely going into a phase where things are breaking down and reinventing themselves. So it would be a good time for us to sit, break some things down, reinvent ourselves, you feel me? They keep playing with these numbers. Nothing, you good, Melanated. They keep playing with these numbers. It only show one person in here for real. But what happened was, yeah. You can scroll up in the chat, Melanated, and see it. It wasn't nothing major. Nothing major. You ain't doing nothing. We appreciate you for being you. Hey, y'all make sure y'all share this live with at least 1 to 2 other people, please. I sure appreciate y'all. Miss Melanated, we gotta get together and figure out what kind of segments we can do, because the people definitely appreciate your presence. So I would love to get your touch on a few things that we doing. You feel me? Man, come on. Because I want to talk to you, Melanated, man. Y'all was having a great conversation yesterday, and I want to say again, I appreciate y'all. I want to touch on that conversation about the requirements of a black woman to have a black man's child. And I feel like it's time that, we start to define what we consider a black man and what we consider a black woman. Because I feel like a lot of these definitions that we are using against each other are based in the so-called nuclear family conversation, which we do the math on that shit, you feel me? It's the same people that's targeting our families, that's trying to destroy our families, that's trying to tell us this what y'all can have. That shit don't seem strange to you? That shit ain't no different than if a nigga ran up in me and Melanated crib, stole everything me and her got, and then came back and said, well, this what y'all can have back. Like, no. You got me messed up. I want all mine. You feel me? Not to mention, you don't define me. Cause I got new shit since you been gone. You feel me? Since you stole my stuff, I got new stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, as a people, we got new, unique situations that should define our relationships, not what other people in society deem as an acceptable relationship for them to respect us. Shit, motherfuckers, they ain't need no evidence to disrespect us. So we don't need no more evidence from them to suggest that they will respect us ever. We don't need that. So to keep on seeking validation from some people who will never accept you is a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. And quite frankly, shoot, if you look at their relationships, ain't no point in you trying to live up to their relationships. How you doing, Quinn? Ain't no point. I'm telling you right now, as much as, black folk is over here looking on the other side and thinking like, shoot, you don't got what he got, so how you a man? How I supposed to respect you like the white woman respect her man when he do all this for her? Come on, bro. Just like anything else, I'm gonna tell you, sis, it's a give and a take. It's a give and a take. So, As much as we want to act like, human beings are perfect or should be perfect, there was a point in time when human beings were. They were fully intact with who they were. They wasn't participating in our subcultures. They weren't forced into other cultures that caused a conflict within. I'm not excusing no man, no woman wrongdoing. But what I'm saying is, I do understand how they got there, so I don't have to. Even if it's something I've never done before, I seek the understanding. So it do be something I never do. But if we continue in the manner of, you hear most people say, I don't understand how these people just continue to do this. All right, keep on not being understanding. Because it's another person's lack of understanding that led to them having a bad standing. You feel me? When you so sure of yourself that you can't learn no more, when you so full of yourself that you think you don't got nothing else to endure, life got a way of weeding you out. Because life is for the living. And part of living is to constantly be progressing. It's to constantly be progressing. So the moment you call yourself getting comfortable, the moment I'm tired of growing, I'm cool where I'm at, you get complacent with the so-called well-defined terms of relationships by your oppressors. Like, anybody ever stop and think, they got man villages and women villages back when we was in our cultural times. You feel me? Back when we was allowed to practice our culture, they had men villages and they had women villages. So therefore, you ain't gotta be sitting there on top of somebody all the time, having this obligation and resentment. Not to mention, bruh, it don't gotta be all that. It don't gotta be all that. Quite frankly, when you doing all that, it's only but a matter of time before it wears thin or the love wax dry. You feel me? Shit, if you did everything on your bucket list today, then shit, you just waiting to die. So far as I'm concerned, when people just rush into their relationships, you kill your relationship. You kill your relationship. Because you rushing through your relationship as though, shit, hey, you know what? I'm trying to hurry up and get this over with. Oh, no wonder it's over with so fast. No wonder it's over with so fast. Because we can't wait to get to the end. We can't wait to get to the end. But let me provide a solution for that. Because since we got that skill set down pat, take your ability to envision the end that you want. You feel me? Let's take that ability to envision the end that we want. Hey, OG. Take the time to recognize, hey, I've been looking for end goals or ends that ain't been to my benefit. So let me try something different. Let me do something different this time around. Okay? I'm gonna work with y'all. Shit, today, we live to go live and write this song. Write this song about paying attention to the positive things in our life. So therefore, going forward, we don't keep on reciprocating more of the shit, or we don't keep on replicating. That's what I meant to say. We don't keep on replicating more of the things we say we don't want, because that's where our focus is. This mind's so powerful, bruh. All you gotta do is focus on some shit. You will create it. Even if you don't believe that. You feel me? But I need for you to believe in you and your ability to create, so you don't continue to create things you don't want. It's as simple as those thoughts, man. Like, we gotta get people around us that's like a spot. You feel me? Cause we carrying a lot of weight on us, bruh. We carry a lot of weight on us. And if we don't have a spot around us for the weight that we carrying all the time, sometimes my knees might give out. And we might not get up. But if we got to spot somebody that can carry that weight when you can't, just for a few, when you forget, dang, I ain't supposed to let these people get to me like this. That person can remind you, oh, nah, bro, we don't get down like that. You feel me? We gods. We don't get down like that. But I get it. When you a God and you tired of making the same mistakes. You feel me? But it's all because you forgot. It's all because you forgot the commitments you made. It's all because you forgot the decisions. What up with it, family? You got it. So, y'all already know. I'm grateful for another day, another lovely day. I'm grateful for another lovely day. I'm grateful for another lovely day. Kinfo, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair, come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So we about to break bread right now. No, I love you as myself. That's why I tell you that shit step by step. You right, better future. And I feel like the way that we change, the way that we think is by, people like us being thought provokers, thought leaders, you know what I'm saying? I consider myself a door opener, so that's dealing with thought. So shout out to all my door openers out here. Y'all make sure y'all open some doors today, whether that's opening the doors of your mind to broaden your horizons and learn something new each day. What's up with it, King? You doing all right? Yep. Getting them waves going? I see you, man. Make sure you learn something today that's gonna make you some money, man. That's why they teaching you. They ain't just teaching you for nothing. That was the hardest thing for me. I'm like, why y'all teaching me this? It's gonna help make you some money. So the more you learn today, the more money you gonna make, all right? All right, King. I appreciate you. Man, why you in the car for, kitty? You gonna get in trouble. Now, I was talking to the little homie. Thought I'd tell him some quick little shit like, you know what? I always used to wonder why they make us go to school every day. But I'm telling you, the more you learn, the better off you're gonna be as far as making money and doing the things you wanna do in life. So shit, the more you learn, the more money you're gonna make. Don't let nobody play you out your money. Don't let no. You know the little homie that be coming through all the time with his little wave cap on. He little bitty little boy. Mm. He out here making his way. That's what he doing. I appreciate it. He remind me of me. He gotta be about in the 6th grade. Shawty, would you be mine? We up early today, better future. I mean, and it's actually a good thing they left us to figure it out too, though, better future. If you think about some of the changes that we done made and how many societies they basically smothered out the greatness of the younger generations by trying to force them to follow the status quo. So with them leaving us to have to figure out this new world that we was going into, shit, this probably saved our lives and saved theirs too. Because if you look at all the changes that done took place with our generation, I mean from political changes, because political affect everything. That's what I shouldn't have said that shit first, but from the political changes to even just the way you see people doing with jobs, the type of jobs that we work and we create in our generation, the type of president that came about, like that's our generation. The technology age, that's our generation. Like we pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Like athletes and artists making big bank. That's our generation. We pushing the envelope, G. We pushing the envelope. Like Jordan made money, but I guarantee you, Jordan will tell you compared to what LeBron making, dang. I thought I was the greatest. But that's all because of the environmental change in which the children of the baby boomers, what they also called our parents, baby boomers and something else. But yeah, so I mean, everything ain't work out for a reason, and I'm glad it happened like that, cause now I can. I mean, but if you think of, I definitely agree with you, bro. Everything you saying is right. But if you think about this, let's build on that thought. Some of the status quo that they was trying to keep, that's why I was relating, some of the status quo that they was trying to keep, we look at them now and realize they don't even serve us no more. They was outdated then. Um, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to integrity and morals, these are things that if you give a person a chance, in a controlled environment as a parent, then you will see. This shit come out of people naturally. People don't naturally be wanting to just do fuck shit to people. But once they get affected in such a way and there's no protection for them, they start to invest in doing wrong to people. Like, okay, somebody keep on doing wrong to you and nobody stop that shit. Eventually, you start doing wrong to other people to make sure can't nobody else keep doing it to you. You stop it yourself, right? So, I'm just telling you, that's not a natural way of people addressing their problems. For real, for real. That's a consequence of us trying to keep the status quo. So, honestly speaking, I feel like as parents, that's what we supposed to do. We supposed to create an environment that's conducive to them surviving until they figure out what kind of world they want to create. Make sure y'all hit that like button. They trying to ban the positive man for what they don't understand. And then after that, we just got to get out the way because they know what world they need. Just like we knew what world we needed to create in order to keep transcending. You feel me? But I'm proud of my generation. You feel me? And I'm proud of the generations before and after. Because when I think about what the generations before us went through, they didn't intentionally leave us out to dry, G. These people were, let me shut the thing. These people were persecuted. They was persecuted and affected with certain drugs to the point, they was made more susceptible to certain things. Whether that was, them not being there for their kids. Is out? Did it get out? Oh, okay. Them not being there for their kids or whatnot. But even with that, the divinity within you found a way to make the great person that you are today. So when you think about that, it's like everything happened for a reason. If you believe in you, then you will be able to see the reason too. And you will be able to be like, y'all remember when Zach Morris, I'm showing my age, but I'm saying about the Bear used to have this character called Zach Morris. And whenever he used to want to think or get some introspective on what's going on, he would call a time out, pause everybody. But I'm telling you, you can do that same thing in life. When you have the ability to have the emotional intelligence and the wherewithal to see how other people are feeling before they even come out their mouth with it, and you got the ability to soothe the savage beast, come on, bruh. You winning. You talking about some Hussein Bolt type of intelligence. But we just had to tap into it. We just had to tap into it and stop being so busy being distracted by the things that they tell you are you. When you look outside of yourself so much, the same thing that you looking at is telling you how to maintain, telling you who you are. If you're not careful, these people will lead you right on down the road. You feel me? We being motivated to death. Motivated to death. We so motivated by what we so-called got to the point we ain't even doing shit no more. And I'm telling you right now, the thing we gotta do is believe. Believe. I believe I'm supposed to have everything. Therefore I will. I believe. I believe. Cause think about it, it's the things that you believe that you try to achieve. If you believe you capable of having a few hundred, you wanna go out there and try to make the situation happen to have you a few hundred. But I'm telling you, we've been selling ourselves short. We've been selling ourselves short. And it's time out. It's time out. Slow that shit down. Let's get an introspective. Is this really the life I selected? Or is this the life that I've been left with based on my selections unknowingly? But all I'm saying is, look, you're not the kid no more. You can go up to the counter, tell them for what you want. Believe that. Because I believe in you. And that's why I'm telling you this shit. That's why I tell you with this kind of vigor. I wouldn't tell you this shit if I didn't think you could figure it out. I figured it out. And I'm just as great as you. I'm just as great as you. The things I do, you would do even greater. Because I already did this part. I'm just a voice. I'm just a voice that chose to be utilized. Some of y'all got other gifts. And I'm learning how to work all the other gifts that, certain people are just born knowing how to do. Feel me? And I feel like y'all all can do that. Like, as sure as I'm an orator, like, this is something that I had to work on. I wasn't born with this. At a young age, I had a hard time expressing myself. But over time of keep expressing yourself, keep putting yourself in environments that are conducive to self-expression, you'll figure it out. That's all we here to do. Gotta tell y'all like this old lady told me. Man, fuck that. I gotta tell y'all like this wise lady told me. I was sitting at a bus stop, really trying to figure some shit out. Just like, man, I don't know why, bro. Like, why I can't figure this shit out. In my head, you feel me? And she could see it. She walked up, she said, baby, it's okay. You really look like you trying to figure something out, but guess what? Don't worry about it. I'm 82 years old, and I'm still trying to figure it out. You gonna figure it out, and you gonna be all right. Same thing I'm telling y'all. As far as you think I am because you listening to me,